Hello, football enthusiasts. Welcome to Blaqsport. We are here in March Day 10 in African Cup of Nations 2023, right there in Cote d'Ivoire. We're in the moment whereby history is about to repeat itself. Of the hosting country, Ivory Coast, is about to be eliminated for the second time after being a country that hosted the tournament. They did one in 2015, and now it's about to happen. They're now hanging on the thread. I am your host, Insonet Uche, and with me always here is.
CKY, it's always a pleasure.
I want to say this. Cote d'Ivoire is yesterday's about to repeat itself. I saw a post.
Yeah.
I just started saying that. What if the president say everybody leave and let's start the match from beginning again?
And he has the right to this country.
That's why he go manage to qualify for best losers.
Best loser. Yeah, but they still have some iota of hope though. Best
yes, there's not of it.
I mean, they can still qualify. You still have a few groups to go though, so let's see how it's gonna pan out for them. But it's really low for Ivory Coast.
really
It's terrible. You host country, you need to see how the fans were living in droves.
Yeah.
Like,
And one thing I really fascinated me so much was that when the Equatorial Guinea players were leaving, the home fans were clapping for them. You need to see that.
I didn't watch that.
They were clapping for them exiting. You see, although it was a scanty cup, but you see, almost everyone was clapping for. It's not easy to give them 4-0. Let me give you the scoreline for today before I go into in depth what we have for today. We have Equatorial Guinea and Ivory Coast, with Equatorial Guinea thrashing Ivory Coast by 4-0, and Guinea-Bissau and Nigeria. Guinea-Bissau saw an own goal to actually favor Nigerians, and here we have the 1-goal lead, and you have Cape Verde winning, having a draw 2-2 against Egypt, and then Mozambique 2-2 against Ghana. We call this a festival of goals for today. So we had a total of almost we have 5 and
4,
8.
yeah.
5 and 8. So we're talking about 13 goals.
Yeah. That is a festival of goals. It was raining goals today. Yeah, right. So in terms of the game today, the host country really well, I don't know how I should put it, but it's really a disappointing performance. You're hosting the tournament and you are not prepared. I don't know which is worse, coming as I think hosting a tournament and exiting in the group stage is actually worse than coming in as a visitor and exiting.
Yes, it is really worse,
because you would stay in your country and watch another country pick up the medal, and you're not even through to the knockout stage.
You
see how horrible that is.
It's that bad.
And trust me, this is really going to affect the turnout of fans at the stadium. The fans will lose interest. They're going to lose interest in the tournament, and they will not really turn up.
They will not turn up for the games.
So ticket sales might decline for those that for the tickets that were yet to be purchased, because I noticed they normally announce the number of spectators at the end of the match when they've actually seen the number of ticket sales and the number of people that came into the stadium. So it's really a low point from the Ivorians, and they really let their Drogba down.
Everyone must be so disappointed.
Yeah, terribly disappointed. Imagine Ivory Coast, a country that paraded the likes of Toure, Kolo Toure, and Didier Drogba up front, Solomon Kalou. They really paraded boys.
But yet, that squad didn't win the AFCON.
They won later on. They won.
They won later on, but
after they lost to Zambia, they won the next.
But my man Didier was not there.
Was he?
He didn't take it. He left before they won. That's one thing. That's the irony of the whole thing. He didn't win the African Cup of Nations.
But Toure won. So
so that's a good. So looking at this Equatorial Guinea and Ivory Coast, and it's so embarrassing to have by 4-0. So this actually tells us so much about how the African football have actually developed. But actually developed to the point whereby there is no longer a small team anymore. There's so many upsets, and this is one of those upsets we're looking at. I was thinking the upset is going to come from Senegal, but
I mean, Equatorial Guinea, I didn't see that coming.
Topping the table where Super Eagles are.
Do you know?
That's something.
When I saw Nigeria play a 1-1 draw with Equatorial Guinea, I was like, wow, this is really low coming from Nigeria.
Exactly.
But having watched those guys play their second and their third game, Wow.
We escaped. Don't you know that if we had not equalized that game immediately
when we did,
that was it.
I'm also having that feeling.
No,
I have the notion that the Equatorial Guineans were actually scared of bringing the game to us.
Yes.
Because of our name and our
yeah.
If we happen to play Equatorial Guinea later on the tournament, like third group stage, it will be a different ball game.
But you know that it's a different ball game in the knockout phase. At this point, most of all, these were at that point. I'll tell you, they might not have the mentality to sustain it. There's a difference to sustain it.
But I can see the players are really hungry. But in terms of the sustenance, let's see how it's going to go in tournament in the knockout stage.
Okay, so another match I really want us to look into was the Cape Verde and Egypt. So I know for me right now, my favorite is Cape Verde. Those guys. That was the match I was actually looking at.
In terms of that, I had told you when we were doing the post-match analysis before the AFCON even started that Cape Verde is actually a country to look at for. Because I've seen them play. I've seen them how the transition from the first time when they came into the tournament, 2013. I've seen their transition. I've been following them up. Then the last AFCON, they really played the qualifiers. I've seen how they played the qualifiers as well. And I think they qualified way before the qualifications ended, or before their last game though. So I am really proud of them. I'm really proud of the Cape Verde boys.
Yeah.
The Blue Sharks of Cape Verde. That's what they're called. So I really love the way
they've actually made a name for themselves.
But Egypt, what's going on? 3 games, 3 draws. Always fighting back from behind. Like, why?
Now, I'll tell you, I know Salah is not in there, but even when he was...
there was no bites. I didn't see bites.
They don't have the bites anymore. Coming to this tournament, I have so many expectations with the Pharaohs, but so far, seeing their whole past 3 games, how can you end up in a group like this, with having the likes of Cape Verde, and you actually ending with just 3 points? So you drew all your whole games.
Cape Verde. Those guys are brutal. Honestly, no respect for elders.
That brings me to about Salah. Now you talking about Salah. You saw the post that actually came out that Salah has already moved out, that he has actually gone back to England due to injury, and he's soon to resume training.
You know one thing with this Fabrizio guy and some of these journalists, sometimes they peddle propaganda so that it comes to pass. Not like it is actually true, but they want that to happen. So if they want to hype up your player, they can do that.
But you know, kind of backlash that came for Salah at that time. So I saw a whole lot of comments so disrespectful.
But funny thing is, Salah didn't travel at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was like, come on.
Yeah, Salah didn't travel, so he's here with the team. He's training with the team.
Did he travel and then he came back or something?
I don't know. That information is what we do not have. But what we can confirm is that Fabrizio made a post like an hour or 2 hours before the Egypt game, and at the Egypt game we saw Salah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how fast Ivory Coast would be to UK. You understand? At least I know it would be like 5 hours flight.
Yes,
it's direct flight.
Yeah,
it's only like 5 hours. So I don't see the interjection. So somebody must be lying. So who is lying?
Who is lying? They need to find out.
We've seen the truth. Salah is here already.
That's what we already know.
Yeah. So that's a lie. Rumor peddlers.
So another game that I just need is Mozambique.
I'm actually giving them a moment's silence.
They were winning 2-0 up. It was as if for the coach's mind, he had everything all sorted out. He started introducing.
I mean, what was the purpose of that substitution?
That was the maybe his plan was to lock the game, but
he unlocked the game. He didn't lock it. Instead of locking the game, he unlocked the game.
He exposed them.
I don't see the essence of this level of solution that he made in that game. That is a blow for me. Trust me. And I can't imagine how porous the defense was in the last couple of minutes. I mean, they scored 90+1, I think, and they scored another 190+.
Yeah, 1 minute they didn't want to score in 4 minutes, plus 1 minute plus 4 minutes. Just within the space of 5 minutes, they scored both 2 goals.
That was and the goalkeeper.
Thank you. I want to say,
where did Ghana get this goalkeeper from?
It's about his concentration. He lost that concentration.
He was like maybe
for that 1 minute.
Show the viewers. Show the viewers.
Okay, look at this.
See,
he was like,
it was like
this ball. Let me touch.
Let me get it. No.
Let me get it.
Indecision killed him.
Ofori,
the game.
Indecision, and that was it. It came back to haunt him.
Do you know the moment he made that error, the commentator was like, errors like this often lead to goals.
Yeah, and
it didn't. It wasn't up to a minute.
But so then what's came in place? Sorry, tomorrow.
Carrying a wide face like this. I don't understand what.
No, it's. I believe.
So I blame the goalkeeper for that.
No, but he should not beat himself too much. I know mistakes happen, but that was he lacked that concentration and indecision.
Yeah, true.
All this happened in split second. I remember when they were putting some. I remember the game when they put in some all these body cams. All these are made. You play football, you understand? It's in split seconds.
Yeah, split seconds.
Split seconds decision. You
know, when we watch replays, it's actually easy to analyze when you're watching replays. Yeah. Look at this. But it's split seconds. You need to be able to make that decision.
Right there. You made that decision.
No room for you to be complacent at all. No room for that. So the keeper is really to be blamed for that. That is really low. Maybe Cameroon need to do better in terms of the goalkeeping department. I mean, Nigeria was there once, so they need to come for a few lectures from Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria now.
At the end of the day, Ghana must go.
Definitely, they already packed their bags. So the next, I just pray. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I see Ivory Coast staying back, maybe.
They really need to pray hard, but I do not really see
the next games with how it's going to work out.
Even if they qualify by sheer luck, I don't see them going far in the tournament. Honestly, I don't see them going far with the way they are playing.
Hope most times, like why is Nigeria going far most times? Most countries that actually crawl like this, but it's so embarrassing that a nation like ours, we have only scored 3 goals in a whole tournament, and 2 of them happen to be an easy one from the spot kick, the other one was an own goal, and one was a struggled goal by Osimhen. How can
at least we're able to hold on to it? Ghana had 2 penalties, they scored 2. They let go of the 2 as stoppage time. At least we held on to our 1-0. What did Ghana do?
See, Jose is a better coach now. I can give him. Yes, my friend told me that the only thing that he doesn't trust was the coach, Super Eagles coach. But with what I've seen, I believe we need to actually go back and actually stand behind the coach, because right now he actually does so much in terms of building that defense. He has the good formation to solidify the defense all through throughout the game, even most of his changes. And he is what I've actually noticed about him. He's good at making his substitutions.
Right. So in terms of the Nigerian game now, if you are diving into the Nigerian game proper now, first of all, I would like to congratulate the boys. We've qualified. Even though they did not really give us the game we were expecting.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we qualified. The result is what really matters most. Because in competitions like this, you need to understand your team.
Yeah.
And understand what works best for your team. You understand? So from my own point of view, the boys tried. Some of the players gave their best, and some did not.
Why do you say so? Some you think some did not give their best?
Yes, definitely, because that's the reason why we have match ratings. You understand?
Yeah.
We do have some players that be rated 6.0, 7.0, 2.0, 5.0. If there is actually 2.0 in the game, because for you to rate 2.0, it means
that means you were playing against your team.
You scored all the own goals, like the which country?
That's this country play against.
Yeah. Guinea-Bissau, like he scored. But that being said, the defensive line, our defense was really compact.
Yeah.
Calvin is solid. Aina is solid. Omero came in for Trosekong and he was solid.
He brought so much experience in the game.
Simia Jai is so solid. He was at some point. I was like, he's also moving to the front. He was going forward at some point to try and carve into the midfield, because he knew we didn't have the midfield depth to attack the game. But the only issue I have is, fine, we are playing more like a defensive pact and a midfield pact. We are not creating lots of chances.
Yeah.
But the ones we are creating, why aren't we converting it?
If you have those kind of one-on-one chances, if you don't convert them, it will come back to haunt you. You're not expected to have 20 goal chances. No, it's just about 1 or 2. That's all that matters. And I don't like it when players who have the chance to actually score. Yes, I know these are decisions you need to make in a split second, but let's leave personal glory.
Past glory, you meant to say?
What I mean personal glory is, like, don't try to go for glory.
Like, yeah.
If you think someone else is better, I see no reason why Simon will want to dribble the goalkeeper. Okay, take for instance. Okay, look at this. Look at that pass from Chukwueze. Just look at it. You have all the time in the world to square play that ball for either Osimhen or play this line. Okay.
If I were to be Simon, I wouldn't square play that ball. But the first post was open. Like, it was as open as daylight.
Square play is like easy. To me, it's easy. Do you know why? If you do square play, he wants to score an easy goal.
You know, Simon is right-footed. He's not that perfect with his left-footed cross. So him scoring that ball might not go through properly. If you can see, there's a defender trying to block off any ball that will be going to.
It's an easy ball. It's a straight ball. It's not a big curve. Look at his
I just felt the ball might need some sort of curve there, and he doesn't trust his curving abilities. But why didn't he shoot at the first? Okay, it is the exact same goal.
We were comparing yesterday. Okay,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly the same challenge.
They played by the side.
How? Like, wow, what happened here, man?
This mistake came, or I would call it a mistake. Maybe it was a try. Something's happened, but I don't see dribbling the goalkeeper was. No, it wasn't a good option.
And he wanted to round the goalkeeper. He didn't do it properly, because if he wanted to round the goalkeeper, he would have tried to get the ball round the goalkeeper, and then if he's not successful, set his leg for a penalty.
That's what exactly. And he was wanted to get a no. It was the indecision. But the looking at this whole thing now, I don't think dribbling the keeper it was the right option. It's either you play this ball. I even prefer this ball to even go back. It's better you even throw it out or play it on box or target. But trying to dribble, maybe because we have one own goal up. We're enjoying the own goal.
Because of a free own goal.
Yes, we're enjoying it. So everybody's trying to go. You won't tell me if we're on zeros that you'll be playing this kind of game. You won't.
Because we shouldn't be missing chances like this. We should try and convert the little chances we got. I know we scored how many goals? Like 2 goals that was
offside.
But even at that, we should try as much as possible to convert the clear ones that we actually have. Because you don't know what's going to be in store for you. Okay, let's just imagine that the goal that Guinea-Bissau scored stood. It wasn't an offside. We would have ended the game with a draw.
Exactly.
Though we would have qualified. But the host nation gave us the qualification on a platter of gold. They were like, Nigeria, you understand?
The one goal was what I told was
they're like, take it. So we just didn't do well in the game for me. That's my stand.
Okay, let's take this out of the play now. This controversial. People are talking about this controversial offside between that the Chukwueze was one offside, no Osimhen. Now look at it. Okay, if we draw this line, you see these are the clear offside.
Yeah, it's actually a clear offside. The thing is, he went for the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, he went for the ball. Actually, he did.
Fully, he wasn't shying away from it.
He went for the ball and now left it alone for Osimhen.
He even continued. So he was even part of the thing.
So the thing is, so it's normal. It's one of the rules, the offside rule. The moment you are even in the line of sight, even if you are in line of sight of the goal,
yes,
you understand? They will consider that as offside.
And now you are part of the build-up. You run towards the ball. If you have no, you just stopped. Exactly. If you are stopped, quite easier. But you run towards it.
So he just cost it.
If they even the club, you blew it even at that initial stage to play offside, but just allow you flow the game continue. That was an offside.
That was just a bad one for me. But at the end of the day, our players need to do more in front of the post. We need to do more. We cannot bring this kind of performance against Senegal, against Morocco. It is going to bite us in the leg. Trust me. This performance is not. I mean, we are playing Guinea-Bissau and we are sitting deep. I don't understand.
It's not this.
Why are we sitting deep?
I came to understand in Jose's style of play, just like his friend that recommended him. That's their style of play, defensive. If you watch in this game, his style of play.
So now, this game now is giving me typical Mourinho vibes.
Yes, that's it.
It's giving me typical.
He's his friend. So what do you exactly?
Because I do not understand why. Because from the look of things, as it stands now, Man U and Nigeria are the same. Because we are just winning game with God.
Come on,
it's God abeg.
Come on, must you go there?
Yes, now it's
no, must you go there? Must you go to that?
We are using big name, past glory, super egos to win games. That is something that Man U does. It's not just United. Whatever happens, they get one penalty, they will get one own goal, one free.
Come on.
We are not having that bite. We're not having that attacking framework. That framework is not there. We've not implanted it in these boys. Well, Osimhen has really he had some headers that did not go as planned. But those are not clinical feedings. They're not really feeding him.
Yeah, he's struggling too much. It's so much, those balls. And he's marking so much. The midfield,
he's dropping deep.
He's dropping so much.
Not being fed properly.
Yeah,
we need people to feed him. And right,
it's like we are really lacking in that department now.
I just feel that taking off Chukwueze, the coach should have tried Kelechi Iheanacho.
Yeah. Or even why didn't we take away Osimhen?
Why did you even take away
Osimhen and bring in yes, let him rest. Let him rest. Let him rest.
Bring on for the game.
Yes.
Let's see how it goes. So this was a poor performance from me. Honestly, we've qualified. We got lucky. I'm giving you guys kudos.
We got lucky.
You've qualified, but it was a poor performance from Nigerian national team. Honestly, it was.
So that means we'll now look at what the next game will look like. So this is what we just have for today. It's so unfortunate that so many people will pack their Ghana must go, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and also before we go, we need to have a look at
the best losers
fights that happened yesterday.
What? Yes, okay. Now look at the video.
That was kneeling down to pray, to thank God for his draw, and I don't know, maybe he heard some rumors that this guy has something to do with his wife, because I don't understand what happened that made this coach leave his players instead of going to tell his players that they didn't do well. He's going ahead to attack the team captain. Why?
I wonder what the problem is. Maybe they lost a wager or something. There's no how.
The guy left and is going to the tunnel now.
Yes.
The manager has taken the guy.
What is this guy? What is this guy?
American player. Look at. Can you see?
There's something. There must be something more to this.
Look at them running to the tunnel to conclude their fight.
There's something more to this.
This is really low.
Really
low. Just look at.
Please, if you have,
we have more gist
about what really happened, or if you have the coach WhatsApp number, you let us know.
Yes.
Let us ask
the coach.
What's the problem? This one, on a game court. What was the
game? So because I don't understand why the coach would have instigated this fight. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because I see this as the Moroccan coach fault.
Yeah. The player was on his own, except maybe something happened before the build up, and he even shook him out too.
Because he shook him. And actually, because he had a feeling that he just wanted to greet him, and he was like, "I want you to leave."
Shook him out. My friend, come back here.
This is really low from the coach.
My friend, come back here.
Half really needs to investigate this.
No, it's actually wrong. And besides, I just want to say good kudos to our team. The officiating team, they really did a good job against Nigeria.
They really did a fantastic job there. It's really fantastic. Yeah.
So I must say I didn't quite expect them. The level of professionalism, they even when they have some shovels having around there, they even came in. I was thinking maybe they even came, they calmed everything down, and that was the pick of it for me. It was a good one.
Yes, you're right. Then, did you see the comments by the Gambian national team journalist?
I have it. Let me read the comment for you. Wait, let me read the comment for you. And it's very, very interesting. He was actually attacking the Gambian journalists. Yes, they said that. Okay, let me use by this one. You're trying to embarrass me in front of the international media. You, the Gambian journalists, are trying to influence the mindset of the fans, players, and other people. When we win, you are happy, but when we lose, I'm the worst coach in the history of Gambia. When I defend, we win matches. Then when I attack, that's what I don't understand. What do you mean when you when I attack, we concede a lot of goals? I'm the worst coach. When we defend and win against Tunisia, Morocco, and other teams, people are happy. Let me tell you this. Before I came to Gambia, this Gambia didn't win a match for 5 good years. Don't forget that the Gambian league is not a professional league. Some players are paid less than $50 a month. We never qualified for the AFCON before I came, and now we are here. You people think we can beat everyone. You think we cannot be beaten. That was low.
So, let me get this straight. So, Tom Sensfit told the Gambian journalist that he's
the Messiah now.
He's the Messiah. He came to redeem Gambia. Has he not seen his mate, Cape Verde? Are they not met with Cape Verde?
I'm really astonished. Astonished.
That is really low from the coach.
Saying this to your team, you actually it doesn't show there's lack of respect for the team, because you can attack the journalists, but why attack your own team?
I want to understand something. I mean, I want to ask you too. If you were the one, wouldn't you be upset? I mean, Gambia hasn't scored a goal.
A single goal in a whole. Oh man.
They have zero goals.
Goals.
Does he not deserve the criticism he's getting? Is he above criticism?
I would just wonder.
This kind of performance, is it telling me that this kind of performance will be tolerated in Belgium, where he's from?
You know, it should even have the guts to even talk.
To tell us that the players are earning less than $50 a month.
Is that your business?
What's my business with that?
So okay, are you now? Is it about how much they earn
other
now?
Countries that are transformed. When Zambia won the Nations Cup back then, didn't they go with their home-based players?
What are you saying? Are they earning billions? Are they billions like
earning $200,000 a week?
I wonder.
To tell us
no, there was enough for him.
Journalists are trying to instigate the media against you.
Yes, saying the
truth.
Journalists
are trying
They're saying the truth.
They're saying the truth.
You have no goals in a whole tournament.
Please, the coach should go and do more. He should try and do better instead of trying to instigate what is not.
And that was to the extent that you're insulting the same team you're actually coaching. Who does that?
That is really low coming from the coach. Honestly, it's really low. So that's why I had to highlight that before we end the show. Okay,
so this will have a wrap for match day 10. Oh, it's 10 days.
We have 2 more days to the end of the group stage.
Yes.
So by then we are going to see if the Ghana must go or the Ivorians will go.
No, Ghana is already going. So we're only here talking about the Ivorians if they will stay. Ghana, I thought as I was coming, I saw some Ghana must go around, but I know they should have left.
Yeah. I saw some of them hopping the buses.
Yes, they have left. So it's good. Would like to see the likes of Kudos back in England to continue from where he stopped.
Yes.
And are you also back? He actually have done his best, but his best was not good enough. Okay, we're calling a wrap here today. So I am your host, Insonet Uche, and with me always here is. So we'll see you tomorrow when we go to match day 11. Have a wonderful night. Bye.